Well, Trace, the country radio singles, it's a great way for people to get their music out to the radio stations. And, of course, we get a lot of music come through these, and a lot of people say, how do I buy one? Well, you don't buy one. It's a bit of sampling the music, and
hard.
then you can buy the music. So we're going to give you a taste of a lot of different people. One that's come through just this week on the new one is called Adam Price, his name is, and the album is I'm Me Again, and the brand new single is Who Needs Jamaica. Thought we'd get Adam on, find out a little bit about it, because the story behind about where he lives, he says, I don't need Jamaica. I don't need Jamaica. I've got the beach, and everyone here on the sunny coast would know all about that. So Adam joins us now. There'll be people on the sunny coast up here, Adam, who'll be saying that they've got heaven right there on a beach, but you reckon Nobby's Beach is pretty good, mate?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Darren, Nobby's Beach is pretty good, but up there on the Sunshine Coast is the whole concept behind the song was wherever we are, if we've got a piece of paradise where we like to go to, it's Who Needs Jamaica, because we've got it right in our own backyard.
Now, Adam, a mission of ours here at 104.9 is we like to talk to our independent artists, as long as our big named artists as well. But up here in Queensland, we hear, our local artists and things like that. So we don't get to get all the way around Australia all the time. So we like to bring the artists here. So people down where you are probably know more about you, but the ones up here on the Sunshine Coast may not know too much about Adam Price. So how about you let us know a little bit about who is Adam Price and what you're up to?
Sure, yeah, no worries, Tracy. No, I started my country music journey fairly late in life. Only about 5-6 years ago I started to seriously start to sing, and it was after a life-changing event for me. I was diagnosed in mid-2010 with acute myeloid leukemia, and the topper was I had 3 to 4 weeks to live, 4 tops.
Well, you certainly didn't do that, did you?
No, I always do things differently. I always defy the rules and defy logic.
Good on you.
So I basically got through that and decided I've always loved music, loved country music, loved being musical, but I've never really given it much of a serious thought to do it professionally and go full on with it. And that was the big life-changing event for me. I thought I'm going to change my perspective. I'm going to close down my marketing company that I was running at the time after I got well, and started to focus on, in my recovery, singing through the day and through the week for elderly people in nursing homes. And that turned into a full-time thing for me. Now I do about 40 homes a month, so I do 2 shows a day, and I'm booked out until 2016 in Christmas time. So it's really, I feel that it was my purpose to do that after I got well, and it just gives them so much joy. So I did that and started singing there, and at the same time, Gina Jeffries and Rod McCormack had a song idea for me that they sort of had before I got ill, and they said, well, why don't you come and record a little song? And Gina helped co-write a song called Faith, Hope and Love, and that was the start of it for me. It was about December 2010. I was released on early 2010, like early November 2010, but by December I'd started to get a bit of strength back. And so I went down and we wrote a song. That was the first song I'd ever released, was Faith, Hope and Love. And that started a whole series of events off that sort of threw me into a little bit of a country music career, and it's just bubbled along and sort of, gone ahead since then. It's been wonderful, a really cool journey.
And you mentioned a country music career. Was country music something when you first decided, I do like singing and all that sort of stuff? Was it country music that you wanted to sing, or you just felt that's where you wanted to go to?
Yeah, it was, Tracy. I've always loved country music, even from a little fella from 3 or 4 years old. As young as I can remember, lying on the bed with my grandmother, listening to the late night country music shows and all the old ballads and all. And I've always loved country, and I've always, funny enough, you said to myself, I wish I could sing country music, and I didn't know I could sing until about 6-7 years ago when I gave it a shot. And it started out in karaoke, as it does sometimes, and I got up on the stage and I thought, no, I can't sing. I'll get up there with my mates, and I proved myself right. I couldn't sing. It was terrible. And then I heard my voice for the first time, from a foldback speaker, and I thought, oh gosh, that's terrible. And over time, I practiced a bit, and they said, you know what, you can. It was my mum who's classically trained on the piano. She said, you've got a bit of, good pitch there. If you practiced, you could do okay as a singer. And I thought she was pulling my leg, but she said, no, you just practice, you'll do okay. And I tried, and it sort of all fell into place. It's funny how things happen.
And of course, for our listeners at home that want to find a little bit more about Adam Price, you can hop on to obviously all the W's, adampricecountrymusic.com, and also you can find Adam on Facebook. And we might have a listen to Who Needs Jamaica right now. Just give it a little taste of what you're in for, and get on there and see if you can support another Aussie artist. Adam, thanks very much for joining us tonight, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you in the next few months when another single comes out.
That'll be wonderful, Tracy. Thanks for having me on the show, eh?